caught up with Cabrera, just coming off a couple days ago, a nice outing. Plans, next steps?
Cabby's going to start he's got to make his next start in Knoxville, because Iowa's got it's like a, I don't know, strange game somewhere. I think they got a game in Field of Dreams, I think, maybe. Yeah. So he's going to go start it for the AA team in Knoxville. But he pitched very, very well on Wednesday. Tuesday.
He's a guy that maybe you guys haven't seen the best version of yet since coming over in the trade, but what kind of excites you about what he might be able to do for you guys down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he got off to a pretty good start, and then we started having some blister issues, and then the hamstring creeped in, or obviously happened. So, I mean, I that's what I would say too. I think we can get a good version of Cabby going, and maybe healthy for the last 6 weeks or so of the season, and not maybe having as much mileage under him sets it up to be a good 6 weeks. Well, I think Kevin's, it's probably felt like a long time between outings for Kevin a little bit, and a lot of changes happened. So I'm sure he's just excited to get back out there and pitch and compete. And I think, we're absolutely excited to get him out there too. It's, you've just added a player that, when you start to think about Kevin pitching every 5 days, it's just a good feeling. I mean, just how he goes about it and what he accomplishes and the innings that he covers. He puts your team in general in a good spot.
How do you describe the pitching situation and the way it's trending? It's, you've been in a rough spot for last season, but maybe now, health is going in a different direction, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of think it's not helpful to we're at where we're at today. I mean, I could complain about things that we have going in front of us today, but I'm excited Kevin's getting the opportunity to pitch. Clay's going to pitch tomorrow. I think he's been out for better part of 3 months, so he's excited to pitch tomorrow. I think we're all excited to have them make their first appearances as Cubs. I'm excited. We've got to cover these 3 games. I think Clay's going to be a little bit shortened tomorrow because it is his first outing in a long time. So we still have, to me, bullpen getting through these 3 days. I think is still a challenge a little bit with some hard work relievers. But other than that, look, we've essentially added 3 very good pitchers to our team in the last week, and this weekend we'll get to see the other 2.
How do you see Braxton fitting into the
He's just a long bulk option. I think as we got to the last couple of days, I think today we're in a better shape because I think Colin's fully back, ready to go. But it's kind of yesterday. I really wanted to stay away from Colin yesterday, and so that was kind of insurance in case anything happened yesterday.
For a guy who's spent his entire pro career with one organization, just what can be the value, even if maybe he doesn't end up getting in the game, just being around, the big league team and the staff?
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday with Braxton. I mean, I think, I told him, I said, you understand what happened at the deadline, and you're a bit of insurance for this team right now. But this is also a new team, and so the next 2 days may be just as important as kind of getting to know some of our pitching language and how we're going to talk about pitching and what we see for you kind of moving forward. Because, if it's not a big role this year, we could envision one next year, and I think getting you ready for that and getting you, on the same page as at the start is very important. Yeah, I think, that's absolutely part of it for sure. And then there was an injury, and now you're kind of coming back from it, and you get stinged for that a little bit almost. But we think he's coming into a really good spot. He's pitched very well in AAA this year, and are optimistic about him.
beginning of this 17-game stretch, especially on the pitching side, it could feel daunting.
Yeah.
The fact that you've gotten through to this point, playing the teams that you've had, coming out with the wins that you've had, just how do you describe it? I understand it's not over yet, so
Yeah.
games, but just the idea that it feels like considering.
Yeah, I mean, our starters have performed exceptionally well, and that's been the key to this thing. You don't survive it without good starting pitching, and the number of starts that we've just quality starts, whether it be length or lack of runs given up, like it's been impressive for sure, and it's got us through this, and it's helped us win games because that the length the starter is able to give you contributes to what happens the next day in the bullpen, and they've done a heck of a job.
Shaw is here, obviously, with you guys.
Yeah.
Just how's the swinging element?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're making progress. It's just slow progress. It's slower than we would like and than Matt would like, but it's going in the right direction. Just a lot more slowly than we would have hoped and thought. And so we just got to be a little patient and not push it to a place that's, does something to the negative. So it's just where we're at. I think for all of us, and for Matt, it's the uncomfortability of swinging a bat has lasted a lot longer than we thought. But we're getting better. He's swinging kind of a little bit harder every single day. We just got to go slow.
Given that it's already been longer than you guys anticipated, and at this point, can you anticipate it being more weeks or?
Well, we're still weeks away. Yeah, I mean he's not swinging a bat at full speed, so that means we're still. I mean, and we've missed enough games where there's a significant rehab stint here, so we're definitely, it's still weeks. Yeah.
What is it like for a guy like Zeffer Jonna, a high leverage reliever, to not just change teams, but then step into those kinds of moments in kind of a raucous Holmes Stadium?
I've never done that. I have no idea.
Did you talk to him about it?
No, I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, look, we can. I don't think. This is why we traded for him. We traded for him to pitch in those situations, and you don't. You don't control who you're playing or the situation, but it's what he's here to do, and so he's in the game. So he handled it all well, and I'm sure he had fun doing it.
With how little Palencia's pitched, do you have an idea of how long you want him on a rehab? How many innings?
More.
More than one?
Nothing's defined with that. I think again, Daniel's got 12 innings this year, and I think that's what's kind of important to remember here. So he needs game mound time, and that's important. And then, I mean, I think he was a little rusty his first appearance. So that tells you he needs mound time. He was healthy but rusty, Yeah.